It's Week 14 of the 2026 season, and we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Broncos, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
Wilson going to come out throwing. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Wilson. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
There's Wilson to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 8 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Niners at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. And Lance going to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Wilson. And he slides to avoid the hit. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing now is Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? Big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A gain of 3, second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this will be taken. The ball comes out. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Pass incomplete.
Dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Lance now on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing again here. Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Slot man moves right. A final shot before half for Lance. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Trey Lance leading his offense out for this next drive. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On play action, Lance. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lance now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 30. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a give right side. McDonald, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They try the left side here with Williams. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. To throw, it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now a play fake. Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Lance and company going on 4th down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is a touchdown.
George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Lance going to try to throw for this. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost this makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners a forward.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They give it to Williams, running right. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 9 yards that time. On the option to give to Williams here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by Kittle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
33 yards that time. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st down, Lance.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
45 yards.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And we get another look now at this Broncos offense.
And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Game in hand.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here comes the pain. No one to call up for help. chore till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, fourth.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burt?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Eluding the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 8 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And Lance now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Trey Lance and the Niners back onto the field. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. And Lance going to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down the 45-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run over center with Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning three safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blankenship's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, 27 yards. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now the Broncos are going to call the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 27, Wilson. He completes it to Boyd. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the line.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
He's got him in, complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got Ayuk once again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is...
Touchdown 49ers! Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have cut it back within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He hits Blue. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. Now Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. Here's Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, 33 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling, 1st down. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. And it's a fumble. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
And Lance going to throw.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Mitchell fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Lance now to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Niners have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their own 23. Here's Wilson.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Runs over him. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle to Williams. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Lance and the Niners down by a field goal, just over a minute 40 to play. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up first and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Lance back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now it's the Broncos' turn, trailing by 4. 40 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on first and 10. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On the handoff, Mitchell. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, it's Blake. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now a low liner. I think he missed. So possession goes over here on the punt. Ball switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last shot for Wilson. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They